Next, electrolysis of aqueous salt with active electrode. So till now we discussed electrolysis of aqueous salts with inactive electrode. Now active electrode, which can be called as active electrode. To identify it, I will give one hint. The hint is, if aqueous salt and electrode are same, then it is called active electrode. For example, silver nitrate, aqueous silver nitrate with platinum. Here the salt is silver nitrate, but the electrode is platinum. They are different. So what it become here? Platinum is inactive electrode. If same thing I will give here, aqueous silver nitrate / silver. Salt compound metal and electrode both are same. Salt compound is silver metal compound and electrode also silver metal. So it will be called as a active electrode. In such a case, how to solve and how to identify the products? Let's see, both example also will do. So first one I will do silver nitrate, aqueous silver nitrate with platinum, nothing but inactive electrode. So when you take inactive electrode, silver nitrate will split into Ag plus and NO3 minus. Aqueous, water also will split into H plus and OH minus. This both will go at cathode and this both anions will go at anode. At cathode, among the H plus and Ag plus, which will be undergoing reduction based on the cation deposition order. In the deposition order, Ag plus greater than H plus is there. So Ag plus greater than H plus, so we can write at cathode reaction that Ag plus accept electrons forms Ag solid. Deposition done. Same way at anode, among the nitrate and OH minus hydroxide, among this, as per the anion deposition order, OH minus will undergo liberation, forms H2O plus half O2 and liberates 2 electron. So what are the products is going to become? Products at anode, oxygen gas liberated. At cathode, silver metal is deposited. Same salt with active electrode we will see. Same salt with active electrode if you come, that is second example what we have taken here. Aqueous silver nitrate with silver. In such a case, cathode reaction will not change. Only anode reaction will be changing. First we take a splitting of this compound. AgNO3 will split into Ag plus and NO3 minus. Water will be splitting into H plus and OH minus. At cathode, first of all, cathode reaction will write cathode, there is no change in active electrode or inactive electrode. Same will happen. Among the Ag plus and H plus, which will undergo reduction? Ag plus will undergo. So now Ag plus accept electron becomes Ag solid, which is a reduction. At anode only problem. At anode, among nitrate and hydroxide which is supposed to undergo hydroxide generally. So this hydroxide will undergo when there is an inactive electrode. But here aqueous AgNO3 Ag, silver is not inactive electrode here, active electrode. So when active electrodes are given at anode, instead of the anion which is present at anode electrode, instead of that anions, that electrode itself will undergo oxidation. Actually the ions should undergo oxidation, anion. Instead of the anion, that particular electrode which you have used will undergo oxidation. What is the active electrode we have used here? Silver. So that silver electrode will undergo oxidation and becomes Ag plus. Ag solid becomes Ag plus aqueous by liberating or releasing one electron. So what are the products are going to become here? Products of aqueous AgCl with Ag electrode at cathode is silver deposited as a solid. At anode, silver plus ions released aqueous. Like this products has to be given. Same way, take one more example. Aqueous copper sulfate / copper. It means what? Copper sulfate electrode, copper sulfate solution with copper electrode. Active electrode or inactive electrode? Active electrode becomes, because salt of the metal and electrode is both are same. Active electrode. Since it is active electrode, how to proceed? First, copper sulfate will split into copper plus 2 and sulfate minus 2. After that, water will split into H plus and OH minus. In such a cases, only anode reaction will change, but cathode and anode reaction, cathode reaction will remain same, only anode reaction will be changing. So now, first cathode we will take. At cathode we will have cation. So among copper plus 2 and H plus, which cation will have the greater deposition capacity? Copper plus 2. So copper plus 2 will accept 2 electron, it becomes as a copper solid, which is a reduction, aqueous becomes into solid. At anode, among these two ion, hydroxide should undergo oxidation. If it is inactive, that is only would have happened. But what electron we have taken here? Active electrode. So since it is active electrode, rather than these ions, that particular electrode only will undergo oxidation by loss of electron aqueous. So what are the products? Products becomes for this case. Products is at cathode electrode, copper solid, at anode electrode, copper aqueous release. Same way one more I will take. This is very exceptional one. Aqueous NaCl with mercury. The metal salt and electrode, are they same or different? Different. So looking like inactive electrode. Looking like inactive electrode. Inactive electrode. So what happens? Let's see in this case. Sodium chloride will split into sodium cation and chloride anion. Water will split into H plus and OH minus. First at cathode we will see. At cathode. At cathode, what is supposed to undergo liberation actually? Among Na plus and H plus? H plus supposed to undergo in reduction. But rather than H plus, Na plus will happen. Why Na plus will happen? When this Na plus ions undergo reduction by accepting electron, why it is happening? Actually H plus should go, but rather than H plus, Na plus will go. Reason, sodium has high affinity towards mercury. high affinity towards mercury. So due to having high affinity towards mercury, this sodium cations react with mercury electrode at cathode. Is exception, sir. So in order, what happened at cathode? At cathode, sodium ion react with Hg to leads to formation of sodium amalgam compound. Sodium amalgam. Here at anode reaction will not change. Anode, what happened? OH minus supposed to come. That OH minus will undergo oxidation and liberates oxygen gas by losing 2 electrons. The products are became at cathode generally supposed to be hydrogen gas, but rather than hydrogen gas, sodium amalgam, and at anode, as it is expected, O2 gas liberates. So like active electrodes, electrolysis products can be identified.